All right. Welcome again, everybody. And we'll be doing Rohini Nakshatra today with Achala ji. So, welcome, Achala ji. Please let us know about Rohini Nakshatra.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So I will share my screen. I just wanted to say something else today about Kritika Nakshatra that I forgot to mention last time. So there's one interesting thing when you look at this diagram. And when you look, Kritika is placed somewhere here and Vishaka is here. And they are both the nakshatras of Agni, actually, the fire. And it's kind of very symbolic and beautiful for me because as you see, both of them are exactly on the border between Manipura chakra and Anahata chakra. So again, solar plexus chakra and heart chakra. And I think that even in many yogic traditions, it is said that the kind of ascension from this Manipura chakra to Anahata chakra is kind of very tricky because it's ascending from our ego really to our heart consciousness, which is more all-encompassing and so on. So just wanted to share that little thing because many of the nakshatras have such a little things, and when we look at them closely, they can really reveal also something deeper for us.
I think this is beautiful, Achala ji. Thank you very much. I think we'll have more questions when we come towards the Gandanta. When you come to nakshatras which are dealing with Gandanta, I think we'll have more interesting things to share. But yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, please go ahead.
So our next nakshatra today is going to be Rohini. And Rohini is kind of special here, if you have a look, because of course she is also dwelling in Vishuddha chakra, in the throat chakra, and 4 mantras. So the biggest amount of mantras actually is related to Rohini. Also to Revati, 4 mantras are related. But as you can see, all the mantras, Beej mantras in the throat chakra, they are actually vowels. And these mantras for Rohini, they can't be really called pure vowels actually, although they are also in here. So it makes Rohini quite interesting. So let's proceed to the mantra of Rohini Nakshatra. So it's Om, Rim, 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 Rohini Nakshatrai Namaha. Om, Rim, 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 Rohini Nakshatrai Namaha. Om, Rim, 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 Rohini Nakshatrai Namaha. So I think that that's possibly the most hard mantra actually for the Westerners because these are quite unusual sounds for us. But actually quite some verbs in Sanskrit are connected to that nakshatra. So as we can see here, just this root in Sanskrit means to go, to seek. And rit already means to pursue something. And when we remember that Rohini was actually running away, right, from Prajapati, so it also reveals a little bit about her. And then we have another, rit, to shine beautifully. And then rit, to thrive. And what I particularly found beautiful that all the words that are somehow connected, so like nouns, with Rohini Nakshatra, all of them have something to do with truth, with vows, with rituals, with seasons, orders, with some order of things also. So you can see the Rita, which is enlightened, brave, respected, truth, vow, right, luminous, sacred, ritual, worship, sacrifice. And then we have Ritu, fixed, when this is fixed nakshatra actually, season, order, period, and also menstruation. And it's actually very beautiful because Rohini is very feminine nakshatra and it reveals very beautifully the feminine nature, which is all about changing, about cycles, about seasons. And Rohini Nakshatra is also very much connected with rituals, as we all know. And there's even one very, very beautiful story, which I would like to share from the life of Krishna. And this story actually really happened on Kritika Nakshatra. And this is when Krishna was 1 year old, exactly on Rohini Nakshatra, when he was born, that there was his giving name ceremony. So Gargamuni, who was the astrologer for the family, he came there to perform the yagya, to perform the ceremony. And Yashodaji left Krishna very close to the cart with utensils for puja, actually. And this cart also is a symbol of Rohini Nakshatra. So Yashoda left there Krishnaji because she didn't want to be disturbed during the yagna for her little child. And it turned out that actually this cart was a demon in disguise, Shakatasura. And Krishna, of course, knows everything. So what he did, he actually, with a single stroke of his little foot, he just destroyed whole cart, just like that. And there was this big crash, and then everybody came to see what at all is going on, and nobody had any idea. And it's kind of very beautiful because it is said that Shakatasura is actually a demon of our habits. If we are too attached to some of our habits, our daily rituals, our comfort zone, like, because this is really like these samskaras, the cart of samskaras that we are dragging with ourselves from the past lifetimes. And Paramahansa Yoganandaji said so beautifully in Bhagavad Gita, in his commentary to Bhagavad Gita, that there is only one power in this world that can help us to overcome the power of our samskaras. And he said that this is intuition. And it's in a way very, very beautiful because Rohini is also kind of very intuitive nakshatra. At least this is how I feel her. And intuition really helps us to overcome samskaras, because when we really use our intuition, when we really tap into the intuitive side of ourselves, then we don't need to depend so much on our own samskaras, our own habits. We basically speaking stop to act mechanically, and we start to act intuitively, how we feel that. So this is one particular story that I really wanted to share because for me it's greatly, greatly connected with Rohini Nakshatra, actually. So,
Achalaji, I think this is a beautiful story. Thank you, because I've never come across this mythological story, but it's so beautiful because it connects very well with Lord Shri Krishna, who was apparently born in Rohini Nakshatra. So it really helps us understand this, and the cart is again a symbology of Rohini Nakshatra, and that's beautiful that you mentioned this. And what is very interesting is also you mentioned about Ritu. And Ritu also talks about cycles, and it also talks about menstruation. So when you talk about that, Rohini is nothing but the literal translation of Rohini means a reddish lady. Reddish lady is the because Rohini means reddish lady. And why the reddish? The word reddish means it's a woman who's ready for, who's fertile, and who's ready for, ready to bear the fruits or the produce. It's akin to calling Mother Earth, who's ready to give the crops, who's ready to give the produce. So fertile land, with red soil. That's the connection that you see. And with Rohini, you also see the same thing with the Falgunis, because Falguni also means the reddish lady. So
yes.
these are extremely, the cycles and all of this have a very strong meaning. I think I'm loving this because you bring certain new things of understanding the nakshatra based on some of the key words, Sanskrit terminologies that you're bringing in. So I'm very, very grateful.
Yeah, I think this is very beautiful what you said also, Dr. Paiji, because I think that as all nakshatras, as we were talking already before, they basically speaking show us like some facets or powers in our own chakras, really. And also the power of Rohini is the power to grow. Literally, even in Taittiriya Brahmana, they say that Rohini is this star that makes grow everything that grows. Literally, it says like that. So it's really, really beautiful. And I think that again, this seasons, these changes. Again, is this basically speaking throughout all of these nakshatras that are belonging to the Vishuddha chakra. Basically speaking, all the time this key theme of changes something or seeking something very often, going and looking for something is coming again and again. Very, very beautiful.
And Achalaji, what interests me is the Shakti of this nakshatra is called as Rohana Shakti, if I'm correct. I'm just talking from memory.
Yes.
And what is very interesting for me is when I look at the nakshatra, which is diagonally opposite to it, from Rohini, it's Anuradha and Jeshta. And the Shakti of Jeshta is called as Arohana Shakti. So you can see the connection, Rohana and Arohana. We see that, and then it's beautiful to see that Anuradha means the following Radha or the consecutive Radha, because Vishaka was called as Radha, and it's very interesting to see that Radha being the lover of Lord Shri Krishna, and you can see that connection between Rohini where he was born and then Anuradha, what is diagonally opposite to it. So
yeah, and I think that also, if I remember well, Anuradha is also Sangatika nakshatra for Rohini actually, so it's very, very beautiful.
yeah. So do you want to explain, because some of them wouldn't know what is Sangatika? Is it if I remember from memory, is it the 19th, or Sangatika is the 19th nakshatra from a nakshatra? As
I
per
think
the,
it's 19th, yes.
I don't know. I'm just, I could be wrong,
No,
but I'll have to go.
actually even 18th. I would need to check that because I always do that somehow
Yeah,
intuitively.
I think it should be either the 16th or the 19th. I don't know, or it could be the
Yeah.
18th also. But I'll have to go and refresh my thing. But I just wanted to say Sangatika is, I think we'll do another session on this. I think this is for purely for doing the nakshatra mantras. We can do another session on just talking about these different aspects of nakshatras. But thank you. Oh yeah, you still yet to finish with the the
Yes,
final
yes.
thing. Yeah.
So here it is. So again, Rohini is ruled by moon. So this is Ajna chakra. It still resides in Vishuddha chakra, in throat chakra, by its Beej mantra. And it resides entirely in the sign of Taurus. So this is Anahata chakra. And again, I find it quite beautiful because these are all the higher chakras actually. So Rohini also it's very high in a way, nakshatra, I would say. And here we have also the padas. So for first pada it would be Manipura, second pada Anahata, third pada Vishuddha, and fourth pada Ajna chakra.
No, this is beautiful because the only two things which are missing from Rohini are the lower ones, which is your Swadhisthana and your Muladhara chakra. So
Yes.
all these chakras are strongly connected with the Rohini, to grow, to rise. I think beautiful. I think I'm able to understand nakshatras from a different perspective, by doing this series of videos with you, Achalaji. So again,
Thank you.
I really want to thank you again for coming down and doing these videos for us. So thank you very much, Achalaji. Namaste.